Welcome, podcast listeners. It is episode number 351 of the Fret Talk podcast. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. That's me. You are also joined this week by Mr. Matt Quine. Say hi, not Dave.
Hi, not Dave.
Wait. And go, it doesn't feel right. Say hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Wait, that's better. Oh, yeah. So my little tagline has changed this week. Oh,
just a tad.
It has. We've had a few little technical issues today. I have got two computers that I can use to run the streaming software for this, which are very, very high-spec computers compared to what is needed for a streaming software. Like, you think streaming software can be run on even a basic mobile phone these days, so not very taxing. Two, like, desktop computers that should be able to handle this shit have both today absolutely shit themselves. Just completely let me down. So we've had a few little technical issues, but we're not going to let that spoil the day. We're going to have a good time. Here we are. Come on. Yeah.
Grit your teeth. We'll get through it.
Yeah. No, to be fair, like, we've generally been in high spirits about it. It's just been a massive, massive inconvenience. But
well, it's only about an hour since we first spoke.
Yeah.
And about 40 minutes of that we couldn't speak because neither of them worked.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, usually we'd be like, if things were going well, we'd be about half hour into a podcast by this point. Things not being going well. We are roughly 2 minutes into a podcast. So, oh dear. But
got some catching up to do.
We've got so much stuff this week. We've got so much stuff that we've done. I mean, the guitar world has been a barren wasteland of nothing, basically. But we've done some stuff, so we're gonna be quite self-centered this week. Before we do any of that,
is Summer NAMM coming back? Is that why it's so quiet? Is SNAM coming back?
Yeah, we're in that weird lull, aren't we? Because we've done the kind of the winter announcements, and there have been a few biggies. Like last week, that was a massive week with the Tone X1 and the Strymon
MX
double big massive Sky. They should have called it the massive Sky, shouldn't they? Really. But yeah, that one, like both of those dropping on the same week, seemed like a big news week, and then this week, just it's happened. It's been a week, but fortunately, like, we've picked up the slack a little bit here. We've done some stuff, so you can join us along on that. We have got our regular shit news, but before we do any of that, we've got to talk about our sponsor, affordable.co.uk, who bring you pedals from companies such as Demon Effects, JSA Effects, Muskie, Joyo, 4D, K-Line, Nux, Movil, and Cord at amazing prices. But not only pedals, accessories too. Accessories, there's pedal boards there, there's pedal power supplies, there's capos and plectrums and stuff like that. So, like a one-stop shop for kind of your guitar-y, like the ancillary guitar-y stuff. Not yet doing amps or guitars, but it's a Forder board. It's not a Forder guitar stuff. No, it's a Forder board. Yeah, they do like loads of stuff. They do recyclable packaging, and it's all ready to ship from the UK, so you don't have to wait for those like really, really long waiting times from certain Far East and overseas sellers. Yeah, check them out, affordable.co.uk. I've featured a few of the more recent drops from Affordable. One last week was the how we say a copyright inspired by pedal from Demon Effects. Because I didn't mention this, I hadn't recorded it by this last podcast, so I'll give it a quick mention. It's the Gas Echo, not the Ghost Echo. No, you didn't hear me wrong. It's the Gas Echo. The Ghost Echo is from EQD, which is a completely different pedal. It's a strange one. It's a bit like a delay on reverb-ish in one, but then with kind of modulated shimmery overtones, but not like over the top, not like a shimmer reverb, but just kind of has this kind of ghostly ethereal thing to it. And I really, really dug it. Like, I didn't think I was gonna, but it had like a vintage kind of vibe to it, and it was so good.
Nice.
But yeah, check that one out. It's on my channel. Yeah. But we start this podcast not by talking about my stuff. Naughty Budge. Naughty Budge. We talk about shit news, don't we? We do a shit news. Right.
Well, somebody else does a shit news and then we talk about the shit news.
Indeed.
We don't do the shit news.
No. Yeah, it'd be really bad us releasing a product and then putting it in shit news. And that would be counterproductive. But we not last week, but the week before, we talked about shit news, and we were a little bit reluctant to talk about it in shit news. I think it was the Boss, wasn't it?
The base ME
90.
Is it 50B? I don't know. There we go.
Yeah, I felt kind of bad about it because it weren't a bad product. We've got another one of those this week, basically.
Yeah, it's not a bad product, but it is not an electric guitar and therefore must go in this slot when there is no, the problem is nothing has been released.
Yeah. Essentially, yes, nothing really has been released.
So something has to go here.
Yeah, so this is a first entry from Gretsch, and it is on any other week, this could be, I mean, realistically, what we'd do is ignore this bit of news if it were most of the weeks. But if we were reported about it, it'd be a nice kind of solid middle tier, wouldn't it? It's not exciting, but it's good. It's good enough to not be a shit news, but just the way the chips have fallen this week, it's a shit news. So Gretsch, Jim Dandy Dread. What? What does that mean? So a couple of years ago, actually, so in 2013, they released the Jim Dandy series, which were affordable Gretsch acoustic guitars. Is this the series that had the weird, small body Gretches with the weird triangle sound hole?
I don't think so. I think they were something else because I think these were just the two-tone sunbursts.
Oh, were they?
Very entry level. I think the one you're on about, it was white and it had a triangle, and then they did one with a Bigsby on it at some point as well, didn't they? Just to be fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't think it was a Bigsby, but it was very kind of Bigsby-esque. Yeah, it looked
some sort of tremolo system on an acoustic guitar.
Yeah. And yeah, they had a weird triangle F-hole. I saw one in red, actually. It looked really good. And I think they were doing them for about 400 quid. And I was like, I don't need an acoustic. However, this is so fucking cool that I'm tempted to buy an acoustic. I never did. I didn't even try it because I thought, if I try it and it's good, I will end up buying it. And then I'll have an acoustic and I don't need an acoustic and I'll just have this weird red acoustic. And it probably don't even sound good. The F-hole is a triangle. Not F-hole, sound hole. It's not an F-hole. It's not shaped like an F. But Gretsch.
Yeah, no, they were ranchers.
Ranchers.
The triangle one.
Indeed. Yeah. Like those American sweets.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, so it's not one of those. Don't get those out of your mind. They're much cooler guitars. These Jim Dandies, to be fair, when I saw them, they looked quite good as well. Like matte finish, sunburst. I've got like a little G on the pick guard as well. So it's got like the kind of Epiphone-ish pick guard, but with a G on it for Gretsch. Yeah, kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that like the matte sunburst is really nice. They're obviously a bit of a bigger body because they are dreads, aren't they? They're dreadnoughts.
Yeah.
But they're 189 quid. 189 quid. Yeah. Like what do you say about them? They're kind of in the style of 1930s Gretches, basically.
Yeah, it's odd, but their parlour ones, which are the ones that have been around for a while, are 199 quid. So you get a bigger guitar for less money.
Seems it. They've got
just weirdly.
There's an awesome pinstriping on it as well. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, around the edge.
Yeah, so you've got the standard binding, looks nice, and then you've got a pinstriping, kind of probably half an inch, off the binding.
I would say about that.
And it just looks really good. I feel really bad that we're putting this as shit news, but it's an acoustic, so first things first. It's not really our thing, is it?
No.
And then it's a cheap acoustic as well. So that's kind of where that lies, really, isn't it? Sorry, Gretsch. Really sorry.
Yeah, sorry, but it's not an electric guitar, is it? So
no. Yeah, we can't be too sad about it, because if they wanted not to be shit news, they would have just made it an electric, wouldn't they? So
yeah, I mean, they've got plenty of Gretches with Filtertrons in it. If they'd have thrown one of them in, we wouldn't have put it in here at all, would we?
No. On this week, it might have even got like the
best
final slot in, the best one of the week. That's how easy it could turn. It's a slow news week. But yeah, Gretsch Jim Dandy Dread, 189 quid. Actually not too shit looking. Apparently they play really nice. But this week is our shit news. So let's talk about ourselves, Matt. Let's talk about ourselves. Because we're going to do a lot of that. Do you want to start us off?
I can start us off. I guess I will start us off by saying I gigged at the weekend. It was just one of your standard gigs, although I gigged without an amp because it was the venue locally that doesn't allow amps on stage.
Okay.
Simplify a gig, which is fine. I am not the biggest fan of not having an amp.
Yeah.
But I think the simplifier does a good enough job that nobody would have noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I barely noticed, to be fair. Like, a lot of venues now are getting you to be so quiet on stage and mic'd up anyway, to the point that you're relying on foldback or some sort of monitoring to hear yourself anyway. So it wasn't the end of the world, but it'll be very different to the outdoor gigs that I've got coming up in TT. Because I'll be able to crank amps there. But yeah, it was actually a really good gig. Like, it's a venue that can be very hit and miss. It's a sports bar and steakhouse by day, and music venue by night.
Okay,
so it's a very hit and miss pub.
Yeah.
But it was actually the very good crowd in. everyone was enjoying themselves. The guys behind the bar really enjoyed themselves, and the owner has, even though we've booked, I think we already have like six gigs booked in for the rest of the year. He's just tried to get us in for another like 7 or 8. So like, yeah, we went down an absolute storm, but yeah, it was just like I say, it's a mild inconvenience playing with a simplifier instead of an amp, but only because I'm a nerd, a guitar nerd, for our stuff. Nobody else cares.
Yeah, and like the more and more we play, the more and more we realise no one gives a shit about our experience on the stage. If it sounds like even 50% of the way there to what the original sounded like, they go, that'll do. That will do.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's even simpler than that. I think if you've got some sort of overdrive on and there was overdrive on the thing, regardless of how you've got there, people will go, yeah, that sounds right. And if you're clean and it's supposed to be clean again, they'll go, yeah, that sounds right. And it's like, yeah, okay.
Even to the point, if it's like, if it was originally an acoustic guitar part and you're playing it on a clean channel, they'll go, yeah, that's exactly how I remember it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And inside you're just dying a little bit.
Yeah. I guess I shouldn't have fucking bothered.
Yeah. But, you know, like I said, it is what it is. And yeah, I'm just trying to get used to the H61 and Plethora setup that I've got, just making sure that the reverb is dialed in all right, that I've got the right settings in the one now. So I can, because I'm using is it the Vortex phaser? No, what's the phaser called? Not what's the phaser? Helix. So basically, I've got a Helix phaser, a flashback, and a Hall of Fame on the Plethora, which means I don't need to use the phaser in the H61 anymore. So it gives me the option to, say, run compression into the front of a phaser if I want to on a clean sound.
Nice.
Which I do occasionally. But that kind of thing, you know. Whereas before, because I was using the HX1 for other things, I wasn't running the LA comp into the front of it.
You've just made me realise that I've got absolutely no modulation on my board. I used to have a chorus, and I ended up not using it a lot of the time because there was nothing really to use it for. But I'm like mentally jogging through my set, and I'm going like, well, I could do with a phaser there. I could use something there. I think I need a Plethora. I think is the issue.
Yeah,
well,
do it. Just,
I mean, I should get it anyway. I won't be gigging for the foreseeable future, so realistically, I don't need it. But has logic and reason ever stopped me before?
It has the greatest tuner in the universe on a triple tap on one button. So you triple tap your 1 foot switch, and you have the middle screen says the note that you are playing full size. The left screen goes red to green, and then the right screen goes. So it's like you've got a polytune, but with a screen that is 3 pedals wide.
Oh, like a maxi polytune.
Yeah. So you like it. Yeah. So you get rid of your tuner. You've already got a flashback on your board, so you can take that off the board. So that you've replaced 2 pedals with 3 pedals.
Yeah, I've also got a reverb on my board as well.
Yeah, so you can get rid of that and have a Hall of Fame. There you go. So you've replaced 3 pedals with 1 pedal that does 3 pedals and more.
Yeah.
And you get your phaser or your chorus or whatever you want.
Or my Univibe.
Or your Univibe on every song.
Yeah. Like, please just turn it off. You're not Robin Trower. More Univibe. More. Yeah.
Yes, detune it a bit more. It's not detuned enough.
I do like Univibe, I'll be honest. And I've always wanted a viscous vibe, but never pulled the trigger on it.
But now, if you buy a Plethora, you've got one and you don't need to buy one.
Yeah, I think I do need one. I really think I do. I might see if Lee can talk to TC and go, well, you surely need a demo for that Plethora X3, don't you? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
That's been out for 2 years.
Yeah. Like, it's not quite reached its peak of sales yet. It needs another 4 people to be converted from pedal boards of the YouTube channel. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd make such a good video on that. I'd make such a good video. It'd probably take about 2 months for me to do it because I'd demo a song of every effect in there.
And then you've got your whole no talk all tone verses where you do all of the pedals that you've got versus the Plethora version to see whether the Plethora is the same thing or not.
Yeah, it'll be the exact same algorithms being faced off against each other. By about the third one, people will go, "It's the same. Stop doing these. It's exactly the same." Like, but look, the tuner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
Brilliant.
And there's some stuff that I don't have from TC as well. Like I say, the Viscous Vibe is one of them. The full size Corona, full size Shaker, because I've only got the mini ones of those. I think there's like the Sentinel something or other, like a noise gate or something. I think that one is. Don't necessarily need it, but
yeah,
I've got
not even
it.
thought about that.
Yeah. What else don't I have?
Have you got a subbing up? A full size subbing up?
Yeah, I've got a subbing up.
Oh, okay.
I've not got the full size Mimic. I've got the little mini Mimic.
I didn't even bother looking to see whether the Mimic was in there. That's probably not a bad idea if I'm playing stereo. To see whether that I assume it's in there. Like, it's one of them pedals, isn't it? So it will be.
Yeah. What else don't I have from the TC line? I think all the rest of them I've got.
Quintessence? Have you got a Quintessence?
Got a Quintessence.
Yeah, I'm running out of the obscure ones, and I know you've got most
Infinite.
of the...
I've not got the Infinite. I know I've definitely not got that.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I think I've almost completed it, which is a nice feeling because I posted up on my YouTube the other day about like, I need, like, I've got most of the TC pedals. I've got a collection. Like, I think these are the ones that I've been collecting inadvertently, and then like got people to talk about their collections, and then realised I've got a problem because lots of people go in, yeah, I keep the pedals that are on my board, and then the rest of them I sell on. Like, oh, I wonder what that's like. Yeah. So yeah. I definitely don't do that. I'm going to talk to you about this week. It's over here. See this box that's up here on just there.
The white square box.
White square box. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
That's a full size Spark. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. I added that to the collection. I've already done a demo on it. I've demoed it on the channel. So like about the fourth or fifth video that I ever did was showing how the Spark can be used before or after drive to either add crunch or add volume.
Yeah.
I suppose I could do a full no talk all tone, but I don't think people are searching for the full size Spark, what it does. Like by this point, You've tried it, basically.
Also, it's basically a cleanish overdrive, isn't it? Like, I know it markets itself as a clean boost, but you can add a bit of grit to it.
Yeah, the full size one has got a gain control on it, so you can grit it up. It's got a toggle as well for the mid characteristics, so you got like mid boost, flat, and then something else. I don't know. Mid scoop doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right, but maybe.
treble booster mode, maybe.
I don't know. But I know it's got 3 modes.
Although to be fair,
I know that you can have like flat is definitely one of them, and like basically tube screamer mid hump is one.
Yeah,
it'll probably work better than the tube screamer I've got at the moment doing the same thing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to end up with a board that's got a Mojo, a Spark Boost, and a Plethora on it, aren't I?
What more do you need?
I'll tell you what more I need is the auto wah that I've got. Because nothing sounds as good as that.
You'll have to get TC to put something in the Plethora for you.
Yeah, I really do. Or get like one of the things that they've already got in there, like I don't know, like a phaser, and use the mash control to like sweep through the filter, so it's kind of like a wah, and then just do it myself. I don't know. It sounds.
You could work it out, couldn't you?
I could. Oh yeah, it sounds like an incredible video as well. How I got the TC Plethora to do wah sounds without wah.
Yeah.
It's about time we do some more news. Like I said, we've got loads of stuff to talk about this week, but we're going to intersperse it with a bit of news. A little bit of news that we talked about last week. We're going to talk about the Fender Japan Sandblast series, because I flippantly remarked last week, we're not going to need this news. We've got so much news. The news fields overfloweth. Like the harvest is good this week. Then this week.
And the harvest heard you.
Yeah.
And it dried the fuck up.
Yeah, it said hold my beer, and then we is where we is. So the Fender Japan Sandblast series is a limited run series of guitars, and there's a bass as well, but no one cares about the
guitars.
Bass. Yeah. They look really similar to the Lite Ash Telecaster and the Lite Ash Strat that they did back in the day, apart from the one thing that wasn't as good about the Lite Ash series was they had full maple necks. So it was like, they were nice necks. They were bird's eye maple necks, but they were maple necks.
But they were still maple.
Yeah. So they fixed that and given it is it a rosewood? Is it rosewood? It is rosewood. Actual rosewood. Modern C maple neck, satin finish, 9.5 inch radius, which for the Japanese market is usually unheard of. Medium jumbo frets as well. They've not gone for the stupid vintage frets. Oh, that's going to be so good. Oh,
they're going to play so well. They're going to play so well.
They will. Yeah, bone nut as well. White dot markers. Yeah. What pickups do they have in them? Because if they're... look, it doesn't mention, does it? But it doesn't.
No.
And they're probably sold out by now, because we mentioned them last week. US shipping and US shipping and Japanese shipping. Oh no! Apparently you can only do Japanese shipping only. Okay. And then is it going to be all in Japanese? It's going to be all in Japanese.
Yeah, I think you might. Yeah,
I can't tell. Like, I really love to report on this. I think that says specs. Oh, it does. But then, oh yes, the specs are in actual words. Oh, there we go. Hybrid 2 custom voiced single coils. So they are special nice pickups. Special nice. It doesn't say any. It's probably got a wonderful description about the sound quality of these pickups. Unfortunately, it's all in Japanese, and I forgot to learn Japanese before the podcast. So we are where we are.
But the telly does have a 4-way switch.
Does it? Oh, so you got the parallel mode as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, personally, I've just noticed the article that we've got says, Fender 2 custom hybrid pickups. Okay, thanks.
Oh dear.
Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, basically, like the light ash tellies, they're obviously not the light ash, but they are sandblasted ash bodies with the black pick cards and black matching pickups. So they've got the aesthetic of it. They've fixed it with the rosewood board and the fact that it's a C profile neck rather than the stupid soft V of the light ash tellies, light ash strats. Oh, they just no, just the noises that I'm making. You can appreciate that I'm hankering for these guitars.
Do you know what's even worse? Is in sterling, 170,500 yen is £875.95.
That's about what you'd be paying for one of the old light ash tellies and light ash strats these days, because they held
and
their
it's
price
cheaper
real.
than most of the Mexican guitars now.
Japan, why you got to do us like this? You've got you do some of
ship here, you pricks.
The best finishes, the best specs. And then you go, oh yeah, but it's Japan only. Ha, tra-la-la-la-lol. And yeah, we should have done this as shit news of the week because they're not letting us have it.
Yeah.
But,
But it is an electric guitar.
It is an electric, yeah. Like 2 of the 3 things are electric guitars and one of them's an electric bass. And they look banging. I'm very sad though. Yeah, I'm really sad. I've kind of bummed myself out here, the fact that these are just basically ideal and we'll never get to see them.
I mean, we did that was it the end of last year when they did the basically Cabinitas?
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had them in the Guitar Stuff of the Annam podcast because they've been released in the last couple of weeks before that.
Oh, nice.
They did some that were like Cabinitas and again Japanese exclusive. Fucking
yeah. Oh, Japan, why you got to play us like this? Like, put these in
ship your guitars worldwide.
Yeah, because blatantly you put something at this price point, even if you up it by like 200 quid, so that you say that this is $1,000. Japanese made, ash body, like all of the things that you want with it.
Yeah.
They'd fly off our shelves. They would fly off our
Absolutely.
shelves. Right. We've got to move on before I'll get real sad. I'm going to talk about some stuff that I've done this week to cheer myself up. Obviously, we talked last week that the Tone X1 video was likely to come out because I'd done most of the recording for it and I thought I might be able to get this out. I did, because that's the way my mind works. And it's been doing real well. I got some feedback off IK Multimedia actually saying like they really loved the vid, so that's really cool. Watch the video because like I put a lot of effort into it, but also it tells you like by cutting a lot of the bump just why it's good. It really, really is. But I want to talk about it a little bit, about my experience after demoing it. Because, like, you take it with a pinch of salt, you go, yeah, like, you've got this product in for free. You've done a demo on it. You, like, even though we're not paid to do the demos, you kind of paid to like the product or find bits about the product that you like. That's part of the beast of being a YouTube demo-y guy. But ever since I have been using it pretty much like for little bits of practice because it's so convenient. Like, there's 3 things that I need to plug in and then it's like there and working. But not only like there and working and available to be like modified using the software as well. So if you like plug it in via the USB-C cable provided, it powers the Tone X, so you don't have to have an additional like 9 volt barrel jack. Why couldn't I say 9 volt?
9 votes.
9 volts.
9 votes.
9 volts. 9 volt barrel jack. So you don't have that like additional horrible like barrel jack, but also USB kind of thing going on, which is always a bit inconvenient because my power supplies are always on the floor. My laptop, believe it or not on the floor. So there's always a kind of like an internal struggle going on, trying to get somewhere between like either stretching the barrel jack so that it's tall enough to fit on the table, or having like the convenience of it being plugged in and being like you can manipulate it, but then and if you need to adjust anything, you have to go down to the floor to do it. None of that. So it's like USB-C powered and connected to the computer. You output works as your headphone input as well. So you can just, rather than running it into anything, just straight out with headphones and then a guitar in, and you're ready to record, practice, and like surf the tone net thing where you can pull up, I think it was like 27,000 different like models basically. Like not all of them are amps, but like you've got amps, you've got pedals, you've got amps and pedals, and then you've got like all of those have either got cabs involved or no cabs. So you can use it as like as a pedal. So I could have it running a rat, for example, and just use this as a rat, or a tone bender, or a tube screamer, or whatever. Or you could have here's a JCM 800 with a tube screamer at the front. I think one of the things that I used in the demo was like an orange. I think maybe like a rocker, an orange rocker with some kind of vintage octave fuzz in front of it, and it just sounded like mental. Like beautiful, but like it's almost instantaneous. Like it loads things up like within a couple of seconds. So you could like scroll through ToneNet and go, oh, I really fancy something high gain. You go search through high gain, or you go, I know that I want high gain and I think I want a dual rec. So you type in dual rec, it comes up with like 20 different options. You just like audition them through the pedal straight away. And so like pulling up tones is incredibly easy and just incredibly satisfying. It's just the convenience of it all has just sold me more and more on it. And the tones are really good as well. Like it sounds as good as the big one. So I mean, I haven't plugged the big one in quite a while, but I remember it sounding quite like high fidelity and like a 3-dimensional tone, and you get that kind of thing from the Tone X1 as well. Just like it's good. It's just really good. And 180 quid.
Yeah.
It's
getting harder and harder not to have one, isn't it?
It is. I think you'd really like it based on how convenient it is.
Yeah.
I think
it just needs a 3.5mm jack for your headphones. That's the only thing it's missing.
Yeah. I mean, but it makes sense why, because it's got like
absolutely, because it doesn't need an extra out for it. So
yeah,
you just, and to be fair, I think somewhere over here I've probably got an adapter. I do, right there. So it doesn't really inconvenience me.
Yeah, it inconveniences you as much as that search just did.
Yeah, I had to move the instructions for the set of Lego that I'm building at the moment and lift it up and pick up the thing underneath it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've looked, being a musician, we've all got those little 3.5mm to 1/4 inch converters. I've got one in my wallet that I know that I need it that much. So, and like, there have been points in my life where I've had to use that. Like, I think a couple of gigs back, the guy who does sound for us had his music that he was kind of doing as a preamble to us going on, and he had a 3.5mm cable, but no way to put it into the desk. I was like, well, I've got this.
Have I got a solution for you?
Exactly. And that has happened more than it should. Like enough to justify me carrying that around with me at least 5 times over. But yeah, I think like the convenience of this thing, like all the things that you were saying about why like plugging into practice is a pain in the arse. Like, because I know that you were considering like using the simplifier to do that, and then running that into a board, into a computer. It's just a bit too much hassle that I'll just play unplugged and be done with it.
Yeah, and I'm looking down and I'm going, oh, look, there is an Xbox controller that is USB-C that is plugged into my front end of my computer that I could just unplug the Xbox controller, plug in the Tonex, and then I'm just away.
Yeah.
You open up the thing and you go, oh, this song needs a fucking fuzz pedal, and you click on the fuzz pedal setting. Yeah. Yeah. It's getting harder and harder not to have one.
Yeah, honestly, it's very good. It is very, very good. Like, considering I own the big Tonex, and like, as good as I know that sounds, it's about as convenient as the HX Stomp. So it never really got into the rotation that I do.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, yeah, I could use it and it sounds good, but I've already got the HX Stomp set up and it's slightly more convenient because I've got it set up as like the demo thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reached for this. So I've done a demo this week, which I'll mention a little bit later on. I recorded a demo where it was more convenient for me to plug in the Tonex than it was to to switch the HX Stomp on and like because with that one you have to set up audio drivers when you are like pulling up Reaper to record it. Like, you have to switch the audio driver to specific HX Stomp one. This one works through the audio driver of the computer, so I didn't need to set up anything. And it was just plug, done. Yeah. So I did that, and you'll be able to hear those on an upcoming demo, which I will mention a little bit later on. Sounds really good. Does sound really good. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more news. No, we're not. We're not going to do a little bit more news. Matt, you've bought something. I want to know about it. Tell me.
So what happened today was on our local Isle of Man instruments for sale page, the guitar went up and I went, I don't need that. And it was a HSS vintage Strat. I think it's 2 or 3 tone Sunburst. I can't remember. You know, the traditional Fender Sunburst. Is it 2 tone? The brownie.
Yeah, if it goes like yellowy brown, red, brown, black, that's 3 tone. If it goes just kind of brown, fading to black, that's 2 tone.
Let me just find the picture of it again. So it's 3 tones. So it's brown, then a bit of red, and then yellow. And it's one of the the worn series that vintage do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those. And it was up, and it was at 150 quid, and I was like, I don't need it. I don't need that. And about 2 hours later, this is a guy I've bought stuff off in the past, and he messaged me going, look, I'm leaving the island. here's a load of stuff. Do you want any of it? And he had a SM58 and a pair of Shure over-ear monitor headphones that he'd been using for home recording. And I was like, oh yeah, absolutely, I'll take those. And he's like, so I think it was 70 quid for the headphones and an SM58, which is fucking steal anyway.
Yeah, you'd pay that just for the SM58. So
yeah, and he goes, oh, just in case you're interested, I've knocked that guitar down to 100 quid with a hard case.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
And I went, well, the hard case is going to be worth fucking 50 quid, and I could do with it. Like, I don't have enough cases for all of my guitars, so worst comes to worst, I'll sell the guitar in 6 months' time for 120 quid. So, yeah, and actually, I want a HSS Strat. Like, in terms of for home playing, like, that's all of the versatility in the world. It'll have Wilkinson pickups in it, which means I don't even need to fuck around with pickups.
Yeah.
If I don't want to, and if I want to, great. It looks great. It's vintage, so I know it'll play well. And 100 quid with a hard case. And I just went, well, yeah, okay, 170 quid. Here you go. I'll pick it up tomorrow afternoon.
Right on.
And literally, he lives. So I've got band practice tomorrow night, and he lives between my house and where the band practice. So I'm literally driving past his house anyway.
Oh man, that is the most convenient.
Ace. All right.
I love those kind of accidental, like, absolute steals. In fact, the Telecaster that features in the Tone X1 video, there's a Telecaster that features at around 7 minutes in. I know this because Gra sent me a message and said that Telecaster through that Dumble setting, sorry, two rock setting is the tone.
Yeah.
So he sent me a timestamp on it. So like, I know that was the tone. That specific Telecaster I bought on eBay, and that ended up being between like my where I was living and where I was working.
Yeah.
And I got that for 90 quid. Like, it's got a Damasio pickup in the neck. Like, half of that price is at least the pickup. So
yeah,
I tootle past on my way to work, picked up that guitar and went to work with a guitar with a massive smile on my face and went, I've just picked this up for 90 quid.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I say, I've been thinking about HSS Strat for a while, and I was going to just save up, and after we bought the house and got back on, know where you are with kind of, because at the moment we're not paying a mortgage, so you've got all of that nonsense, so you have to kind of settle into your new living situation. And then I was going to save up and get myself maybe a Nick Johnston HSS, or maybe buy a Silver Sky and make it HSS just to annoy all the PRS fans. I was going to do, but like, this is just like, I know it'll be great. It'll be perfect for a guitar that I can hang on the wall of my new office, and just, it will cover whatever I need to learn, because it's got the most versatility of anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'll just be, and I know vintage guitars play really well. I just know they do.
It will do exactly that, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It will be perfect for that. So yeah. Excited.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it as well. It sounds banging.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like the guy's like, it has got a little bit more wear than the natural kind of wear that comes on the guitar, and like there's a couple of scuffs on the headstock, and like, for 100 quid, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. It's going to be a beta guitar. It's going to get some more scratches. And I'm not getting fussy about a guitar that's road worn. That's a little bit more road worn than the original road wearing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he said one of the letters on the vintage on the headstock is fading. Like,
no.
Okay. And
yeah. Can you make all of the rest of the letters fade as well?
Yeah. So so that happened today, and I definitely wasn't planning for it to happen.
Yeah, nice.
So that's kind of the end. The other thing is, if anybody is friends with me on Facebook, you'll have seen I've announced all my TT gigs, because we've had the Bushies lineup has finally been announced, and the other festival we're doing, Sprint Fest, which is just in a different town. And those of you that are keen-eyed will see that on Thursday the 30th and Friday the 31st of May, I have 4 gigs, and those are 2 days.
Yeah,
And yes, it is mental. And yes, it's going to be a long couple of days.
Yeah, it will.
But it'll be fun. Like, yeah, basically, I start my gigs. It's 6 o'clock. So we open Bushies, which is going to be a brilliant thing because people will be flooding in there because Bushies opened a little bit later this year. It's waiting until Thursday practice week. It used to open for the full 2 weeks, and now it kind of like opens later in the fortnight. So I know there'll be plenty of locals kind of flooding in. As long as the weather's nice, it should be a great kind of atmosphere to open up Bushies. So yeah, kick it off at like 6 o'clock on a Thursday, pack down at 7:30 to reset up in a pub that night and play it. So it's like do a 90-minute set and then do a 2.5-hour set with the same band. And then the following day, drive up to Ramsey and then set up on a stage. And at 7 o'clock, I play with one band. And then after an hour and a half, the rest of my bandmates will pack down and go. And then the other band will appear around me and I'll do in a 2-hour set.
You are going to be absolutely tuckered.
And I will use the Strat and the 339 copy because they are the lightest guitars.
Yeah.
And that is my biggest worry, is I'm going to ruin a shoulder.
Yeah.
So I won't be using the Les Paul for those gigs, I don't think.
No, not at all. You've thought this through, to be fair. Like I would have rocked up with whatever the fuck I wanted and then regretted it by the second gig.
Yeah, I've thought about it. I've actually also thought about, I've got a Gretsch stool somewhere, like it's not a full-size bar stool, it's one of their smaller ones that's for, acoustic playing or whatever, that I had when I was on crutches for 6 months back in like 2015. So I might even take that just in case, so I can have a seat if I need to.
Yeah, during the more gentle moments. Just yeah. But you're gonna have people come in and be like, "Hang on, didn't that guy I saw last night? I'm sure that guy was up last night."
Yeah. No, it's good. Yeah, it's going to be fun though. Like, I've got like 4 gigs in 2 days, and I've got a couple of days off, and then the rest of them are like, I've got like 4 gigs in 6 days. So, like the other ones are spread out a bit more.
Like you've in that 1 week, you have done all the gigs that I've done this year. In fact, actually, I've done no gigs this year and last year.
Yeah. So yeah, over an 8 or 9 day period, I'll do 8 gigs.
You monster. You absolute beast.
And but to be fair, I booked TT fortnight off for the first time in about 5 or 6 years. Normally I manage to get a couple of days off, but not all of it. But this year I was like, no, I'm having the whole thing.
Yeah. So that you can.
So why not enjoy it by just, filling it all with gigging?
Yeah. To be fair, like it is the best fun, isn't it? It's so good to go out and do. Just
and like I say, half the gigs are outdoor gigs, so like it's a very different experience than sitting in the corner of a pub to 15 people that don't want you to be there.
Yeah,
which can be the experience you have. Like they are outdoor gigs where there will be people who are actively looking for live music in the middle of a motorbike festival, and it's there's always a good crowd in TT. Even if it rains at outdoor gigs, there tends to be people who are drinking and don't care.
Yeah. I agree with that. Like, if you're in the UK, rain is going to happen. So you get on with it, don't you? You just get on with it and you enjoy what you've got.
Yeah.
You play with the hand you dealt. Yes. What time are we? We've got time for one more bit of news, I reckon. One more bit of news. Go on, we'll talk Thorpe. It feels like the final bit of news, doesn't it? It feels like the final bit of news. It's definitely not for me because it's not a budget pedal in the slightest.
It's the opposite of a budget pedal.
Yeah. An unbudget. What's the opposite of a pedal? Amp.
Handlebar?
Exactly. So I think it's kind of there's been vibes going on, haven't there? Like Thorpe and Chris Buck have always had like a quite tight relationship for the time that he's been on the scene. And
I'm going to smile and nod like I know who Chris Buck is.
like, yeah, Chris Buck is a guy. He's
Quickly Googling who Chris Buck is.
Yeah, he's just like, I think he appeared on that pedal show and then since then has been doing his own thing basically. Like,
so it's not the guy that directed Frozen?
No, it's not. No, it's not that one.
Okay. Sorry, Frozen 2.
I don't think he did. I'll be honest, he could have. He could very well have. Yeah, like young Welsh chap, basically. Very, very good at guitar. Incredible, just tone and feel behind his playing. No matter what he's playing, it sounds like Chris Buck and it sounds good. But yeah, ever since he kind of burst onto the scene, he's been doing stuff with Thorpe's pedals. Yeah, they are now doing an official collaboration. So it's called the Electric Lightning, which is the most like primary school lad name. It's just 2 words that sound awesome. Electric Lightning. Yeah, like you can imagine Will Ferrell saying that to John C. Reilly in Step Brothers.
Yeah, I mean, they are 2 things that mean the same thing. Like, it's not like you get acoustic lightning or unplugged lightning. Like,
indeed. I mean, if ever I do an acoustic duo, I'm going to be called Acoustic Lightning. That is, it's on. But yeah, Electric Lightning. All of the Thorpe stuff is based around like military stuff, so it's gonna be some military thing. There's a picture on the front. It looks a bit like a rocket. No doubt there's talk about what it actually is. You can look more into that if you want to. It's some military stuff, but basically what it is, it's a drive pedal that's also got a boost. So yeah, drive pedal with a boost, free band EQ. What else we got in there? I don't know. He's taking this photo at a weird angle. Can't see the fingers. Yeah. Treble, middle.
The bottom, I can see volume, treble, and M, which I assume is middle. Indeed. And I can't see the other 4.
No, never can I.
What about that angle?
That's a better
bass.
Picture. That's a better picture. No, but yeah, you got a boost in there as well. But it's a pricey boy. It's 430. It's 430 something.
29. 429, I think.
429. There we go. So basically 430 quid for a overdrive boost. Why is it that much? It's because it's got tubey tubes. It's tube driven. So like the HT series Black Star pedals used to be. I think there've been a fair few since, haven't there? Like there's been a fair few running that tube powered. Like the Bernard Butler tube driver, I think, is one as well. That name crops to mind. And then you've got TC Electronics that did the tube pilot.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't there one of them big box TC pedals that was basically a Behringer pedal that had a tube in it?
Yeah. Which shipped with a really shit sounding tube. So when you got the pedal originally, sounded absolute whack. But then if you switched the 12AX7 that was in it for something that was not cheap and Chinese, it sounded much better.
Yeah.
and you could make a few tweaks to the circuit even more to make it sound even better. This one obviously is going to be better than a Behringer copy of a pedal.
Yes, I don't think anybody's saying that this is comparable to that. I don't think that was the point we were making.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, so all of the demos of this make it sound amazing, but that's because Chris Buck is playing it, and he's rather good. I mean, this is not me detracting from the Electric Lightning. I bet it sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, I bet it does.
It's not going to sound anywhere near as good as when Chris Buck is playing it if I'm playing it. So
I think that says more about the playing than the sound of the pedal, though, doesn't it?
it does. It really does. It does. Yeah, I was saying online today, because I posted this up a couple of days ago, and people were like, yeah, it is really good. It's pricey, and like the majority of the tone of this is Chris Buck's playing. I'm like, yeah, you could give me a guitar that Chris Buck was just playing through his rig that he was just playing, and I'll play exactly the same thing, and it's not going to sound anywhere near as good.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. Like, there's plenty of people where you go, oh, you sound brilliant through that rig, and I wouldn't.
Yeah. There was a famous guitarist who got to play through Eddie Van Halen's rig, and I can't remember who it was, but they said pretty much the same thing. Like, played through the entire rig that Eddie had been playing that night, or like played a sound check for, and got to play through the rig, thinking, "Oh, this is the holy grail. I'm getting to play like the rig of Eddie Van Halen," and it sounded nothing like Eddie Van Halen. But yeah. Them's the breaks.
It's almost like all of the bits work together, and it just because you have the right amp and the right guitar and the right pedal, you don't have his hands.
Yeah,
and therefore
it's that Hitler meme, isn't it? Like that Hitler meme from it's got to be a decade ago now.
Probably on the rest.
Yeah, screaming about having the exact tube screamer that Stevie Ray Vaughan had, and he's using the 13 gauge strings, and why is it not sounding like Stevie Ray Vaughan? Yeah, that's classic internet. That's classic internet. I think it's from a movie called Downfall.
I never remembered what the movie was called. That's pretty good going. I remember that it was from a movie.
Yeah, it weren't actually Hitler. They hadn't got colour footage of inside Hitler's bunker, him talking about the Stevie Ray Vaughan tube scream sound.
I mean, it's such a classic meme, that just changing the subtitles.
Indeed,
it's fantastic. Whoever just was the first one to do that was an absolute genius, because that went on for years.
It did, yes. So many.
It's kind of died off now.
Yeah,
but for a good 5 or 6 years, you get a new one of them every week.
Yeah, and so be it. Like, it was a good meme. It was a good meme.
Yeah.
It did its rounds. It did its thing. It was of its time, and it no longer does the thing. But it's quality. Yeah, maybe like do a little search on that this week, just to relive those old times. You know, remember when
I'm sure they're all on YouTube now.
Yeah, when our backs didn't hurt so much, when the hairline was a little bit more there, and the like pain medication you just didn't need to take quite as often, and
yeah,
life hadn't quite crushed your dreams yet. But yeah, the Thorpe pedals are they're phenomenal. They're so incredible. Like, it's incredibly made, fastidiously designed. It's gonna be that thing, isn't it? It's gonna be that. If you want that sound and you want like tube driven overdrive, makes sense. I mean, it's like we say, 430 quid, which is a lot of money for a guitar pedal. A lot of money. But it is a tube driven guitar pedal, so they're usually the best part of £300 anyway. It's a dual pedal, so it's doing another thing, and it's an artist signature on top of that. It sounds like it's about the right price. It sounds like it is where it should be. I'm not going to be buying one because it falls
outside of your remit.
Yeah, around £330 out of my remit. But like,
that is a self-imposed remit, though.
It is, and I tend to bend those rules when it comes to, like, if it does more than one thing, like if it's a multi-effects, yep, over 100.
Yeah.
Because like any multi-effects you're buying for under £100 probably isn't the best multi-effects.
Well, it's probably one of them Zoom G1s, isn't it, or whatever they were.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that being said, the Sonic Cake Matry box was under £100, and that punched well above its price point. Punched well above. But then the next ones up are like the Ampero Mini and stuff like that, which the amp modelling was better, basically. Like you can hear it being better.
Yeah.
And like even again, back to the Tonex one. Back to the Tonex. Like, this is 180 quid, and the amp modelling in this is night and day between that and the Matry box. But the Matry box is an entire rig thing where you can alter the reverb types, the delay types, the compressor types, the modulation that you add to your tone. You can switch the modulation. You can have banks and banks of presets that you can go through. And has got a little treadle thing. This just does the amps. So it makes sense. There's place in the market for all of them. I was mentioning online this week that we are living in the golden era of guitar effects and guitar stuff. Like, back when I started playing guitar, the cheap pedals, like, you could get, they were hit and miss. Like, some of the plastic box Behringer ones were a bit ropey. Almost all of the shit Dan Electro Fab series ones were a bit ropey. So you had to go to you had to go to Boss to ensure that you got quality. And Boss pedals were a good 60, 70 quid, whereas the other ones were affordable at like 15, 20 quid.
Yeah.
Whereas the 15, 20 quid stuff that you get these days, like the cheap Joyos, or like the circulated brand versions of like the old Moore pedals, like that have just got like a new name this week, like Comos or Voomzos pedals, or some like incredibly made up name with, for some reason, a scorpion or a dog on a bicycle. They still sound good. Like, they still sound pretty decent. Like, there are some absolute gems within those lineups as well, and there's some that are slightly less good.
Yeah.
But even the less good ones are better than the average shit ones in the like the Behringer lineup or the old Fab Dan Electro Fab series. So we are living in the golden age. for guitars as well, like Harley Benton pumping out mental quality for not a lot of cash. Jet, Fasley, like £100 for a guitar with a roasted maple neck. What? It's just insane, isn't it? So, like, it's like quality control on the low end is getting just better, and like we've got so much choice. But I think that's probably a good place to end it this week, because we're well over the mark. And we'll continue this on the Patreon. I think we've got some stuff to talk about. We've also got a few little kind of interesting news articles to discuss. One about Kerry King. But yeah. Oh dear. So we're going to extend a thank you to our listeners here. So thank you. You've made it to the end of one of these podcasts, so we are always appreciative of that. We're going to extend a thank you to affordable.co.uk for sponsoring this podcast. Just check them out if you want some cheap pedals, if you want like the best prices on like Demon Effects, on K-Line and all those kind of pedals, and you don't like you want the best prices, and you don't want to wait for like the hassle of getting them from like the certain like wish.com or like AliExpress or any of those, where it's like it will be 6 months before you get this. Just hit those guys up. Like affordable, cool. They are cool. And finally, we're going to extend a thank you, a big sexy super thank you to our Patreon backers, who for as little as $2 a month, you can be part of that crew. You can be part of the Patreon crew. It's been a while since we've threatened our nipples for the Patreon podcast, but the threat is always there. It is looming. If we get 10 concurrent backers on Patreon, then we will play the game. Whose nipple is it anyway? If you want to know more about that, get subscribing, like $2 a month. But you get also a shout out on our podcast every week. And the people who are Patreon backers are as follows. We've got Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chef Tone Effects. We've got the trifecta of Erector. We've got Mr. Huge Erection. We've got Mr. My Cock's Long. And we've got Mr. Gary Goldencock. We've got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. We've got Mr. Brian Goer of the Turn Jerks podcast, the Second Button podcast, and the Off the Rails podcast. We've got Mr. Diabetes Foots. And finally, we've got Mr. Jason Wharton of Jason Wharton 82 at YouTube. If you want to find me online, I am BudgetPedalChap. You find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Threads /BudgetPedalChap. YouTube is, of course, the home to the No Talk Tone, which this week features it's like a really horrible sounding name for a really good pedal, the Sweet Girl Overdrive by Demon Effects. It's based on the Sweet Honey Overdrive by Mad Professor, which is the tube screamer that you buy if you don't quite like tube screamers. Like low gain bluesy overdrive. I'm going to love it and all. It's my wheelhouse. Matt, where can we find you online?
You can find me at heel_MattQ on Twitter, Threads, and Instagram.
Great save. Great save. I didn't even notice that it was the wrong thing there, Matt. I didn't even notice.
No, how would you?
No, it was seamless. Right, so from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, from Mr. Matt Quine, say bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Yay. It will be a tatty bye and good night for this week. Robin. Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Do you want to hear the good news or the bad news? Patient. Good news, please. Doctor, we're naming a disease after you.